Indeed. It is Roughcast here, and does not make me happy to say that this episode lives up to the title, unfortunately. If you guys are anything like me, you're probably more upset by the death of a dog in a movie or on TV than the death of a really important main character, you know? So, that being said, this episode is about a guy who kills a dog. And that's a shitty thing to respond to, and it might bother some of you guys. So if you fall into that category, I will not be offended in any way, shape, or form if you guys don't want to watch this episode. I get it. To be honest, I probably wouldn't want to watch the episode either. And to those of you who aren't going to be watching this one, feel free to say hi down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But to everyone else, I was pretty happy with the roleplay here. At the end of the day, I think we had a pretty good resolution, but I am pretty curious what you guys think about the resolution. So let me know about that down in the comments.
Charles 1, be advised, we will be responding to nearest post on 941 for an incident Route 68.
County 420, I'm in the area if you need an additional.
10-4, if you will roll this way.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. If you need me, I can be there in like 2 mics.
One 177-101. 177. 10-4. I don't know if you could get back up on for Cropio from 3022. There's a fully blacked out black car coming toward you off of Procopio. Looks suspicious. 10-4, I can head back that way.
Metro 323, 1037, 108, SIC certified, active date.
County 420, show me on scene.
And we called you guys.
So you didn't see who killed the dog?
No, the dog was just dead upon. I mean, we came. I don't know. It all happened so fast, but we came around the corner and the dog was. I mean, look at him, just laying there. Poor thing. I was gonna shoot it and put it out its misery, but I felt bad for the thing.
Alright. Alright, just go ahead and sit tight. We'll see what we can do.
You guys know who the owner of this dog is?
I don't know, but he's gonna be really upset.
I always see it here when I put my truck away. Maybe it belongs to the guy who owns the car dealership.
Make sure you guys get the print.
Get the what?
Make sure you get the print.
Maybe it belongs to the guy who
owns
owns
the scene,
car
but we didn't have a
dealership.
chance to dust for prints yet.
The prints.
Yeah, the prints. Dust for prints. Isn't that what y'all supposed to do?
What,
I was
what is
gonna,
there
but
to
I
dust?
didn't. Oh, hell if I know. That's not my job. You're the law enforcement official.
429-101. 429. Are you good over there? We're going to go searching for this blacked out vehicle.
Is that your dog?
Yeah, 10-4. I'm finishing up over here. Do we have any units south
Yes,
on the
yes,
13?
it's a pleasure
Be
to
advised,
meet
there's
you
an
too.
all blacked out four-door.
I know, I'm kind of a big deal, but is that your doggo? Yes
Could
or
be
no?
a Karuma. Might be heading your way.
No? Okay.
572-101, how far south of 13?
From where?
Just by the Paradic Pass.
No, we
Oh,
came
we're
around
putting
the
the
corner.
truck away.
Gonna get there pretty soon.
Yeah, sir.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And you just saw him laying around, nobody else? You didn't get any sort of insight on anybody around the area hanging out or looking suspicious at all?
No, we just came back here because Peggy called and said that she had dinner ready.
I mean, he was hurting when I pulled up, so I put him out its misery because I'm a big believer in euthanasia. You know, I don't think animals should suffer.
Be at the Ron station off of 13.
But I don't know what caused the initial,
Seems to
whatever its problem was. It was whimpering.
572, I'm en route to back you.
Alright, well, let me see if I can see if he's got a tag on him, see if we can find out who the owner is.
San Andreas 49, I'm going to need a 1070-3011 Toledo Boulevard to remove a Raptor three-wheel vehicle.
Metro 323 heading to a gasoline robbery at Grove Street. Can I get a assist from Highway?
Alright, so here's what's gonna happen. We're just gonna call the owner and they're gonna end up having to take the vehicle, or I'm sorry, take the take this poor mutt, and they can do either bury him or go have him cremated. Unfortunately, there's nothing really else we can do further.
Toledo, but I can start making my way.
Oh, I mean, can't we? I mean, look at the little guy. Can't we open up an investigation or something? I mean, look, it's gonna be on my conscience. I had to put him out of his misery, and then to have
I mean, sir, with all due respect, I mean, there's not really much we can do. You know, you're not really giving us any information to go off of. You're saying that you pulled in the parking lot to put your vehicle in the garage and saw him laying here dead. So we have no eyewitnesses. I searched the area for shell casings. I didn't find any. So I mean, there's really nothing.
Is there a bullet hole in the dog? I didn't see one.
He
I
said
didn't see one either.
I mean, he admitted.
I believe
don't
this
know.
gentleman
I didn't
here
look.
in blue said that he thought he was shot. Is what maybe I misheard. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
But regardless, I mean, there's.
I just put up the cones and secured the scene.
97.
no, I didn't.
There's no vehicle tire tread marks coming through the area, so we don't know if he got hit. We don't know if he, you know what I'm saying, if he just keeled over and died because he's old. I mean, we don't have nothing to go on, so we're gonna do due diligence by contacting the owner, letting him know that his canine has been found deceased, and that's about all we can do at this point. So I appreciate the call. And you know, God bless your heart for having the passion for canines, and you know, we'll let you get back to your day, and we'll get back to ours as well.
Now,
Alrighty.
excuse me, Mr. Mullet Chops. You said you put this dog out of its misery? How exactly did you do that?
Sir. I did it with my boot. Just how my daddy taught me, and his daddy taught him.
You stomped at the dog.
Well, I mean,
the suspect that ran.
Stomped is pretty an aggressive term. I euthanized him. And I was, like I told the officer, I was gonna shoot him, but I decided I wasn't gonna do that because I didn't want to, you know, freak anybody out here in Harmony.
How many times did you stomp the dog?
Well, probably
Before.
4 or 5. It wasn't euthanized.
Do you have a weapon on you?
Oh hell yeah, I've got plenty. What you need?
Do me a favor, turn around and put your hands on top of your head.
Okay. Ain't no law against having a weapon on me. when it's rightfully registered, but okay.
Are you 97 on that LTD scene?
You've got your veterinarian's license on you,
10-4,
right?
I want at gunpoint. I need backup right away.
Well, no, but my first ex-wife was a veterinarian.
1018 from...
Okay, because I'm just confused as to when you legally had the right to declare this dog, you know,
okay, first of all...
Hey, deputy, are you able to take over the scene? We got a robbery. We got an officer needs assistance ASAP.
10-4, I got it.
Hey,
I
Kyle,
mean,
we got a skill.
Yeah, hold on one
Give
second.
me my weapons back. Now, can I put my hands down?
Not yet, sir.
I don't have my veterinarian license, and I'll give you that, okay? But here's the deal. You didn't hear the thing whimpering when I pulled up on the scene.
743-1097.
It was obviously in pain.
Maybe it just had, like, you know, some worms.
All units responding.
All right.
Step down.
Here's the deal. You can proceed with this as you wish, but I'll leave you with his weapons. But that's gotta be animal cruelty right there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And what's Mellet Chops' name?
I did not get that far with him, so... Sir, do me a favor, go ahead and place your hands behind your back, turn around, place your hands behind your back.
And what's your name, white t-shirt?
Have I done anything wrong? I believe I just put up the cones and made sure your scene was secure.
Nope, you've done nothing wrong. You're not going to be detained. I'm just wondering what your name is, sir.
Well, then I am going to go ahead and exercise my right to remain silent.
Okay, well then I'm gonna have to, if you're not gonna play nice with me, well I shouldn't say not play nice, but cooperate fully, I am gonna have to ask you to leave the scene, as I really don't want his friend interrupting with the investigation.
I am actually Mr. Thompson here's attorney, so I would like to at least stay within earshot. You can tell me where to go. I just want to be able to hear and see everything you do.
That's perfectly fine, Mr. Attorney. Go stand right in front of our cruiser right there.
Yeah, hang out with the security guard. He might have seen something.
429 are on our way that way.
Well, you know, a good cop probably questioned him.
I did, actually. He stared at me. He just wanted to shake my hand. Alright, and...
Listen, it's not... This is not... There's a huge misunderstanding here.
There is
no,
a misunderstanding, because you seem to misunderstand
Excuse me, I think you've got another call you need to go to, sir.
Real quick, I just
That's fine,
say,
but...
I just want to say you have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say from this point on can will be used against you. In a court of law, you have the right to, and you know, that guy. Anyways, yes, sorry to interrupt. Go on.
Look, listen, there's a big misunderstanding here, alright? I came around the corner, and this dog, okay, he was whimpering. He was, I wouldn't say seasoned because I'm not a veterinarian. I don't know what that looks like. I just know one thing. He was in some obvious amounts of pain. Now, I don't know if somebody drove through here earlier, hit him with their car. I don't know what the deal was. It doesn't matter, all right? He was hurting, and I wasn't about to let a poor animal suffer.
So why didn't you just shoot him? One bullet. You have 4 different kinds of weapons on you.
Are you serious? Discharging a firearm in this damn state? Shit. If I was to do that, we'd have 4,000.
If you're putting an animal down, if you're putting an animal down out of its misery, that's.
Or you could have called law enforcement, and we could have came and done it in a humane way instead of stomping the damn dog's head in.
Well, listen, every time I call you guys, it takes 5-10 minutes for some son of a bitch to get out here. I wasn't going to let him suffer that long. And as for why I didn't shoot him, I didn't shoot him.
You stomping a dog 4 times in the head is animal cruelty. That's the definition of animal cruelty, sir. So I think the misconception here is you.
Is that truly the definition? Is that really what the definition says?
That's the definition. That's not how you put an animal out of its misery.
That is not the definition, and I'm pretty sure that if you were to look up the definition of that, you would see that there is no law against particular forms of euthanasia. Euthanasia is euthanasia is euthanasia. Now,
Alright, let me ask you. How much agonizing pain was that dog in after the first or second stomp to his head?
Oh, he was unconscious.
Before. Right.
The second, the third, and fourth stomp was just to make sure he was dead.
The proper thing to do in this situation would be to call for the proper authorities and, you know, between the police, medical staff, or possible veterinarians, or the owner of the pet, it's up to them to make the decision.
Same here.
You, as just a quote-unquote good Samaritan, is actually the definition of animal abuse, and at this time, sir, you are under arrest. What's your name?
Why is this an arrestable offense?
I'll
give me a ticket, give me a citation or something like that.
I've asked you a question. I'll answer some of your questions when you answer mine. What is your name, Mullet Chops?
Well, first of all, what is your name?
My name is Deputy
Smartass.
Deputy Roughcast, unit number 420. What is your name, Mullet Chops?
Alright. Well, I'm not going to answer that if you're going to keep referring to me in that derogatory fashion. Now, you want to apologize for that comment, and then I'll be happy to give you any information you need.
Yeah, at this time I do not wish to apologize. I wish to drag you down to the station and ask the rest of my questions there. And I trust your lawyer will be meeting you at the station.
Deputy.
Yes.
You wanna come here for a minute?
Sure. Hold on right here, sir.
Alright, so here's the deal. I'm gonna leave you with his weapons. He's not a veterinarian, so he cannot determine the, you know, what condition the animal was prior. The animal could have survived for all we know. So him putting it out of its misery, quote unquote, could have been just killing it.
Yeah.
So that's where the animal cruelty comes into play. Let me give you his weapons back real fast.
And we haven't heard him or his friend refer to him by name at all?
No, did you search him and get a, I didn't find a wallet. See if you can grab a wallet off him. It might be in his back pocket.
Yeah, I'll check back at the station as long as you have everything that could be used against me.
Yeah, he had like 4 different types of weapons on him, so.
He's fucking packing them.
This goes, yeah, he is. Right. He had well over enough.
Hey,
so.
Deputy.
Yes.
I'm looking at our state statute, the big book. We got 828.02 animal cruelty definitions. Torture, torment, cruelty shall be held to include every act, omission, or negligence whereby unnecessary, unjustifiable pain or suffering is caused.
I mean, it resulted in the death, you know? That dog could have just, like, honestly had severe diarrhea, you know, and it was working out the next one. And, you know, that can be a pretty tough time for a dog.
Or you got 828, 828.02 is the one I just read, Joe, or you got 828.12. Person who unnecessarily overloads, overdrives, torments, deprives of necessary substance or shelter, unnecessarily manipulates or kills any animal, or causes the same to be done.
Kills, not multiple things.
Or kills.
All right. Just wanted to make sure that.
All right, sir. So here's the deal.
I'm not sure if either of those will come up in our short list, you know, common penal sheet, but it's in the state statute, so we can write some kind of variation to it if we need to.
All right, 10-4.
So here's the thing: we don't. You're not a veterinarian, correct?
No, sir. I'm not a veterinarian. I appreciate you being a little more respectful towards me than the other officers. I'm not a veterinarian, okay? But that dog was hurting. I'm serious here, guys. I love animals. I feed the stray animals up to 24/7 down there in Sandy all the time. I'm the last person in this world to hurt an animal, but the reality is that dog was laying in pain, whimpering and crying. It wasn't like the dog was just taking a nap, all right? The thing was hurting. It was hurting bad.
That's fine.
All right?
That's all fine and dandy, and I sympathize for you, but at the same time, you're not in any position to medically diagnose that animal over there. That is somebody's pet, first of all. You should call either us, or if you know a local animal shelter or hospital, you call them. You call whoever you can to make that decision whether or not that dog can be saved or it should be put down the proper way. Not stomping it 4 times in the head to put it out of its misery, quote unquote. So that is why you're in handcuffs right now, and as I said, you know, I sympathize for you, but we would appreciate it if you would cooperate with us and have somewhat of an understanding of the legal aspect to it.
I understand. So you're telling me that the only way we resolve this is for me to go to jail? You can't issue me a citation, a summons, a notice to appear, or anything like. I mean,
we can work that out. All right,
you may not have. You may not have to do any jail time. Well, you know, we just got to look into what it is. But as of right now, you are going to be detained. Okay, and we're going to do a little bit of further research to see what exactly you're being charged with. Okay, so it's either animal cruelty by the definition, or it's going to be which is 828.02 in our state statute, or it's going to be 828.12 in our state statute, which is cruelty to animals.
Well, let's start with you giving us your name. Let's start as simple as that.
My name is Dwayne Thompson. THOMPSON.
Okay. All right. Thank you for providing us with your name. We're going to do some research, and we will get back to you. And if, you know, you cooperate with us, it goes a long way. You'll walk out of here. And most likely, it's not a felony or anything like that. Most likely, you're going to walk away with, you know, just a ticket. I understand where you're coming from, and I'm not trying to, you know, punish you in that sense. I'm just saying you made a poor choice in not calling the proper personnel to deal with the situation.
And I can definitely for sure see that perspective. I'm just trying to figure out how we can avoid jail time here is all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, like I said, you cooperate with us and it goes a long way. Happy-go-lucky. So just stand by for a minute, okay? And we'll get right back with you. All right, man? I'm going to go run him real quick. I'll be right back. If you want to read your big-ass book, that'd be great.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Thompson.
All right, deputy.
Yes? I'll be right back, Mr. Thompson. By the way, I mean, like, mullet chops, I wasn't really trying to be directly disrespectful. Got a mullet? You got mutton chops.
Are you 10-4 down there?
You know,
I understand that. I just come from a long family of mullets, and people have oftentimes used that term to be disrespectful towards people of my particular persuasion.
In some cultures, mullets are considered an art form.
I hear you.
All right, so in our short code common penal sheet, all we have is animal cruelty. It's going to be a misdemeanor. Misdemeanor in the first degree, 24-month sentence and/or $20,000 fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with just the fine. It's a misdemeanor, so, you know, whatever, he'll be back on the streets like nothing happened in no time anyways. Can't take his firearm away from him. You know, it bugs me. I'm sure it bugs a lot of people, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's just a fucking misdemeanor.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I ran it in our penal sheet, the one where you stack charges, and that's what I found. So.
Well, thanks a lot for taking the time to help me out with that. I'm a little out of date on some of that textbook stuff there.
Oh yeah, no problem. Shit. If I can go through and find the actual statute, a lot of the stuff in our big book isn't in our MVT. So.
The thing that bothers me the most here, there are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of things that could have been wrong with that dog that are more than treatable. And that was what he decided to do. Disgusting.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go take
Honey says we take forever to get here. We got the call. We were here within 30 seconds, so.
Indeed. I'm gonna take him on downtown, get the paperwork and fines processed, and then Mr. Thompson will be back out on the streets. Lesson learned? Probably not. Alright, I will catch you out on the streets, sir. Alright, did you have any more questions you needed to ask him, or should I take him down to the station and get him processed?
I will be 10:37.
I thought we had talked about me not going to jail.
No. Okay, well, I guess, spoiler alert. You're not going to be serving any time, but I do have to get you down to the station to process the paperwork and the fine.
How much is the fine going to be, do you know?
It's going to be $20,000, or it could be 20 months, but, you know, I'm choosing to go with the fine.
Well, I don't have $20,000. That's a whole lot of mason jars I'd have to dig up from the backyard.
You can issue him the summons here and release him here if it's not an arrestable offense. You can just issue the summons here and give him the fine, and he can pay it, either the payment plan or appear to court. It's probably going to be a summons to appear to court, sir. You can subpoena all of us to come, and gladly I'll testify on your behalf, but that's definitely up to a judge to decide, not me. Like I said, you know, we're just out here doing our thing, trying to...
Oh, no, I understand. I understand. Like I said, as a member of the Neighborhood Watch, I understand that sometimes you guys come up on scenes and you're dealing with limited information and it's tough. You guys got a hard job to do. I get all that. Like I said, yeah. I felt bad for the animal. I didn't want to see it suffer. That was all. I didn't mean for this to turn into this big old ordeal.
I'm working on the fine now. I just haven't used this version of the software.
Yeah, it takes a couple minutes to get it, you know, a couple times to get used to it, but it's actually pretty nice.
I'm trying. I imagine for a bunch of stuff, but nothing related to animal cruelty is on the go-to.
No, it's not going to be on the thing. Basically, just type it in manually. Give the subpoena code. John, what did you say the penal code was for that? The state statute.
It's 82812. Sorry.
No, it comes up. It comes up as animal cruelty misdemeanor abuse. Correction, mistreatment abuse.
It comes up on the penal sheet, but not in the quick scroll thing, which is new to me.
I have it right here on mine. If you want me to just write it up, I can have him sign it.
Yeah, that'd be quicker. He can be out on his way after that. I would have had him out a couple of minutes ago otherwise.
By a security guard.
Technology, am I right?
I know, to quote every old cop ever, I'm too old for this shit. Alright, I'll let you out of there while we get that all printed up. Alright, now you should be fully uncuffed and good to go.
Alrighty, thank you.
Deputy, I gave you his weapons, correct?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Thompson. If you can just go ahead and sign down at the bottom of this, it's going to be a $20,000 fine. We're not going to. Technically, by the letter of the law, you could be looking up to 24 months in prison, or rather in the county for this. But we're gonna slide that off the table. We're gonna go ahead and hit you with a $20,000 fine. You'll have a summons for the end of the month or the court date. Just make sure that fine is paid for either on or before the court date. And your lawyer has hinted to me that you guys are going to be fighting it, so I mean that's well beyond your guys' means to do so. So just go ahead and sign down at the bottom. It's not an admission of guilt. It's just pretty much saying that you'll either pay the ticket or show up to court to fight it.
Alrighty, there you go.
Alright.
And don't mind Hank. He's always saying shit like that.
I mean,
he's gonna go home, put on an episode of I Love Lucy, and forget about all this shit.
Yeah, what he's saying completely makes sense, and he's within his rights as your attorney to do so. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and issue the citation, Deputy. If you want to take a step back so you don't accidentally get it.
Yeah.
Let me know you've gotten your invoice there.
I've received a copy of that.
Okay, yeah, and like I said, you don't have to pay it now. Just make sure it's paid before the end of or by the court date on your citation there. Otherwise, there will be a bench warrant placed for your arrest. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right, sir. At this time, you're free to go.
Alrighty, thank you. Well, who's got my weapon?
I believe this deputy does. So yeah, he'll get those back to you.
I can probably put it all in the trunk here for you, and then you can just take it out. Give me a sec. So this case probably left a bad taste in a lot of your mouths, and I get it. But luckily, I found these adorable coyotes out in the desert. And they're just chilling, and they let me walk right up to them and start petting them. I think they know that I fought for their team today. For those of you who watched, I hope you did enjoy this episode. The next episode is going to be some more OCRP footage from the same patrol. No more dead dogs, I promise. Alright everyone, take care. I'll see you in the next one.